Hello everyone, welcome to your October 2024 astrological forecast. So before I begin, first of all, thank you for all your likes, shares, and comments, but I would also like to ask you to do those very things, like, share, and comment on especially the monthly videos so I can continue to put them out there, okay, so we can get them in circulation, okay, it would really help, okay. So anyway, so for this month, okay, on the 2nd we have a new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Libra. So wherever you have Libra in your chart, whatever house it falls in, that house will have like an increase in activity for an extended period of time, okay, for months, whatever. No one really knows how long the effects of an eclipse will last, okay. So anyways, on the 9th, Jupiter in Gemini turns retrograde. Then on the 11th, Pluto in Capricorn turns direct and will finally leave Capricorn, never to re-enter it in our lifetime. Okay, it takes that long to get around the Zodiac. So it will be moving into Aquarius next month. Okay, and I will be doing a video on the Pluto in Aquarius. Anyways, on the 13th, Mercury moves into Scorpio. On the 17th, there's a full moon in Aries. And also on the 17th, Venus moves into Sagittarius. And then on the 22nd, the sun moves into Scorpio. So, if you're new to my channel and you like this video, be sure to subscribe. And there's all kinds of links down below in the description box. You can always just email me if you would like to know something about charts that I do or anything else, whatever. Also, check out my weekly forecasts, which are now daily shorts. So now for your forecast. Happy birthday, Libra! So, you probably don't even need that second cup of coffee in the morning, do you? Just due to the fact that there was a new moon solar eclipse on the 2nd in your sign, and it has energized you in some way or other. At least it should. Maybe not physically, but at least your mind. You know, if you had something planned that you would want to do, possibly always wanted to do but never did. This could be one of those times where you really go after it. Even if it doesn't happen right now, it's just something that you've like formulated, you know, in your imagination that you're going to pursue possibly somewhere down the road. Okay, this is just the beginning. That's what a new moon is. This is your own personal new moon, but it was energized by a solar eclipse. Okay. So this, you know, if you feel like you're the center of attention, and it normally you would be anyways with the sun in your sign at this time, but you'll be even more the center of attention because you are kind of like on fire, you know, or whatever, you know, you're beaming because of, again, energized by the solar eclipse. Okay, so the sun is in your sign up until the 22nd. Still have Mercury in Libra up until the 13th, and Venus, no, not Venus anymore. Okay, well, just the Sun and Mercury, and that new moon, all in your first house. So, you know, you are getting an awful lot of attention, lots of conversations going on here. When Mercury's in your first house, you're on the receiving and sending end of a lot of communications, whether it's conversations or mail or whatever, some kind of even just text message, you know, back and forth with someone or other. That new moon on the 2nd, also, there is a full moon on the 17th in Aries in your 7th house, okay? 7th house is directly across from your 1st house, and Aries is your opposite sign, okay? So the 7th house is your house of partnerships and close relationships, whether they're business, romantic, or friendship. Also the house of arrangements and agreements, competition, open enemies, consulting experts of some kind. This is the house of like an attorney or something or other, and contracts, you know. So, you know, around that full moon, it just brings like a small problem or whatever to the surface. It's something that has become an issue, is now it's like a problem and you want to get rid of it. So that's what the full moon is for. So this would more than likely be occurring in one of your close relationships, or some kind of an arrangement that maybe isn't working out for you, didn't go as you had planned, or you want to end the arrangement, you know, or maybe it should have been, maybe it was only supposed to be for a short period of time anyway, and now it's time to end it. Okay, on the 9th, Jupiter in Gemini in your 9th house turns retrograde. Okay, so your 9th house is the big travel house. Okay, Jupiter is the natural ruler of your 9th house. It's long distance travel and communications. It's the house of adventure. When Jupiter is normally here transiting, it's when you take that trip of a lifetime, you know. And this may even be one of those times when you do that, just for the fact that you have all these planets in your first house right now. So makes you very focused on things that you want. Your first house is your house of personality and self. You know, it's your basic energy, you know. So maybe all this time you've been planning on taking some kind of trip. 9th house is also higher learning. You could be taking a class or teaching one even. And you don't have to be in a traditional classroom kind of setting. This could be online. You know, you could even just be self-taught, teaching yourself something or other, possibly even a new language, a different language. And it doesn't have to be traditional language either. We could have like computer language, written code. You know, AI is a big thing right now, so maybe you're going to learn that. Or even things like Morse code, you know, or maybe you'll become a ham radio operator, something like that, okay? But the 9th house, keep in mind, is the house of adventure. And when Jupiter is here, it's opening up all these possibilities for you. So if you do take some kind of trip or learn something or have contact with people in other countries, foreigners, foreign people, countries, languages, they open up a new world for you in some way or other, okay? And you could end up accidentally learning something. God forbid. But anyways, so when it turns retrograde, you know, it just, it gives you the chance to change your mind or review something or other. And I think that maybe you did have plans to travel and you weren't able to do that. And when this planet is retrograde, a lot of times, you know, it's not a good time to travel, but, you know, the opportunity may have come around again. So what are you going to do? Pass it by? I don't think so. So it could be something like that. Possibly a trip that was postponed is coming around again, or some kind of opportunity to, this is also Medium Publishing house, okay? This is the internet. You know, if you have a website or a podcast or something or other, you know, it's something like that is coming around again. Maybe you didn't have an opportunity to do something, and now it could be, now you do, okay? Okay, and Pluto does turn direct. Pluto in Capricorn in your 4th house does turn direct and is moving forward, never to be in Capricorn again in our lifetime. Okay, it takes that long to get through each zodiac sign, so it is fully moving into Aquarius next month. And it was in your 4th house all this time, 4th house of home and family, where you physically live, the property surrounding it, your past, your childhood, your personal life. You know, there could have been all kinds of changes going on here. You could have family members that were very pushy or domineering, or you could have lived with someone like a roommate that was like that. A lot of changes physically where you were living, you know, or whatever. You know, these things are they'll be gone. You won't have to deal with them anymore. Okay. On the 13th, Mercury moves into Scorpio, and the Sun moves into Scorpio on the 22nd. And Venus is in Scorpio up until the 17th in your 2nd house, where you have the sign of Scorpio. So your second house is earned income and possessions. It's your feelings of self-worth. It's also the house of hidden talents, your investments, okay? You know, when the sun moves here especially is when your attention will really turn to this area. Okay, money. Turn to money, you know, to either increase in some way or other or develop a second source of income in some way. Venus here, though, really attracts things to you like money or possessions. You know, you could receive some really nice gifts at this time that are like Venus related, like luxury items, you know, jewelry, cologne, something pretty, you know, whatever. But you could be on the receiving end of some really nice gifts. Okay. So, Venus moves into Sagittarius on the 17th. Okay, in your third house, that's where you have the sign of Sagittarius. Third house is your everyday life, the people and places you would encounter throughout the normal course of your day. It's your neighbors, your neighborhood, your siblings, your cousins. It's short distance travel, like a few hours away or an hour's drive or something, but it's also like a day trip or a weekend trip or overnight trip. It's usually a road trip by car or train or bus or whatever. But when Venus is here, you have really nice, like a rapport with your neighbors, or you feel like doing things within your own neighborhood or area that you haven't done for a while or have never been to. There could be like some new business or restaurant or bar or something that's opened up and you want to go check it out. And this is the main house pretty much for all forms of communication, including regular postal mail. So you could actually get something nice in the mail. Okay, like a card, like a birthday card or a gift of some kind, you know. So, or it just end up getting birthday wishes. You know, people calling you or something or other. But the, Venus here brings about pleasant conversations. Okay? So the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Libra on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 29th, 30th, and 31st. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Aries, and those dates are the 15th, 16th, and 17th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, gambling or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 11th, 12th, 13th, 24th, 25th, and 26th. The best time for money is the 4th, 5th, 6th, 17th, 18th, 19th, and 31st. The best time for your career is the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. And the best time for communication and travel is the 6th, 7th, 8th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. So I hope you enjoyed your forecast for October. Have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. See ya!